Okay, so this will be the car that's going on the power tour. It's a 1985 ASC McLaren Coupe. One of the big reasons is because my son is coming along with us, and I need, something more than 2 seats. So I can't take a Corvette. I have to take something with at least 4 seats, and I wanted to take something that's a little bit fun. So I figure this is a 1 year off 1985. 1985 was a bit of a transition year for the Fox body, in that if you got a 5-speed, you got a roller cam, and you got a carburetor, and if you got the AOD or the automatic, you wound up with what they called CFI, a central fuel injection. It was, the precursor to anything good with fuel injection. So it was pretty much garbage, but it got things going. But that was a non-roller cam engine. So if you ever get in an 85, just understand that that's 180 horsepower rather than the 215, I think it was, that came in the roller cam version. And the car is just much more fun in a 5-speed, as most cars are. So with that, this hasn't been, let's see, it's actually got the wrong seats in it right now. It's got Mustang seats. I will give those to somebody with a Mustang at some point, because I have the original McLaren seats. They don't have orange piping, they have gray piping, which didn't clash so much with the outside. Not that I think they cared about clashing too much with the orange stripes on this blue car. It's kind of interesting. It doesn't look very blue right now because it's so dirty, but this is kind of cute. This is a temporary inspection. It basically means that this got registered but never actually got inspected. So you get like 10 days in New York to get your thing inspected. Apparently that didn't happen, but I had hopes of registering it. So I do remember what happened. I had put a new motor in it, and then while I was throwing the motor in, I noticed a frame problem. So let's go look at the frame problem. So here's the engine that was rebuilt some time ago now, but never really run. Mostly because, let's see if I can stay out of the sunlight here and let you all see. But yeah, the frame right here is just pretty much missing, all the way up to the sway bar mount, which is here. Is the sway bar mount. So it goes all the way up to there and all the way back, I don't know, let's see, back to what? Let's see, right about, right about there. So it's like to the last header coming out. So it goes back pretty far. What I'm going to try to do is actually weld in a new piece here. It's my buddy Mikey coming by. Let's go, Mikey.
Hey guys.
This is going to be the power tour car, so I got to get her going.
Nice.
Yep, I picked up a really nice new distributor for it from Speedway Motors. I'll be introducing that. I'm recording for posterity here.
Yeah.
All right, so something strange. I just hooked up the battery charger, and now I got something making noise inside the car, like in a big way. It's loud. Now, I'm pretty sure this thing's got a mechanical fuel pump. So, what in the world is going on here? It's definitely on this side. Oh, it stopped. Whatever it was, it stopped. I don't know what it was though. Shit. Well.
That's something different.
Okay, so what I wanted power for really was to see how much gas I put in this thing, because I have no idea. I mean, try coming back 16 years later and figuring out how much gas you had in something. Oh shit, where's the keys? Oh God, really? Oh, come on. All right, here we go, some more fun. Where did you put the keys, idiot? It's been some time. All right, so looky at what I found. Original Ford key. I think this is the right one. So I do have a couple of these. Yeah, boy. All right, now the key's forward. We have power. Look at that, even the buzzer works. And the fuel gauge is coming up slowly. Oh good, the buzzer died. All right, it looks like it's pretty low, which is good. So, do I try it? Why not? Let's try turning it over just to see if it turns, or it's going to click and I'm going to have to free it up. Because again, it's been a while. That was nothing. All right, so probably try not to put my finger in the camera lens. Just saying. But the battery in here is very dead, so what I might wind up doing is getting a fresher battery to try putting in here, because as it is, I don't know that that means it won't turn. I just know that that means the battery isn't that great. All right, turns out we were on trickle, and now I turned it up to the 200 amp, so let's see again if it'll turn. Oh, that's loud. Nothing. Nope. All right, back to the idea of a battery. Okay, so what I've done now is I got myself a deep socket of 15/16 and a breaker bar, and I attached it to the damper bolt. And now what I'm going to try to do is make this thing turn. You should be able to see by the belt. Let me make sure that you can see the belt. I think you can see the belt. Yeah, there we go. So let me just try here. See if she moves. Oh yeah. Oh yeah, that's nice. Wow. Check this out. Just weird things I see. Coming off of here, this was what was under there. That's how long it's been sitting. Yeah. So I might need a belt. I bet you these pulleys, the idler pulley is going to scream too, because that's generally what these things do. They don't live long when they're sitting. All right, anyway, it does turn, so I think I really just need a good battery, because this, well, the Die Hard that's on here, being that it's sat outside for 16 years without a, well, I don't care what it is, it's going to die hard if it's 16 years old, even if it is a gold one. So let's go out and get us a new battery. AutoZone. Nothing's easy. I had to go to Advance Auto Parts because the guys didn't have my battery in stock. So it turns out too that the battery group number changed over time. This one is not the same size or shape as the 62 that came out of there, but that was a 20-year-old battery probably, so I guess they decided this one was good enough. It's a group 56 is what they tell you to use now. And I got a belt too. She fits. So now we got a battery, so that's no longer the thing. These are the solenoids. These often just get like a little corroded inside or whatever, and if you keep futzing with the switch, eventually it'll turn over. If that doesn't work, just to make sure the starter works, I can just jump this with a screwdriver or a wrench or something, and boom, it'll start turning over. So I do want to see if this thing turns, so it's kind of important. All right, let's see if she turns. I'm not going to turn it a lot if it does, because I don't really want to get this fuel going all through here. Even though there's not much, I'm sure what's in there is turpentine, or worse. All right. Sounds good to me. It rotates, and we got something going on. Now I guess I just got to go through the fuel system, and hopefully I don't have any pressure on this gauge here. I got nothing, so it didn't. Uh-oh, I smell gas. I wonder if there's a leak. Oh, there is. Ah, right here. Nice. Yeah, check this one out. But it does smell like gas. It's funny. Somehow, right here, where there's a hose, it's leaking like a sieve. So, I guess what we'll have to do is loosen that up, cut it, and push it back on again. But first what I'm going to do is actually take it off and see if I can't get all the stuff to drain out of this hose. Alright, this hose clamp is absolute garbage because that's not supposed to happen. Oh god, no wonder it wasn't tightening. The thing was just, I don't know, trash. Hopefully I don't run into too much stuff like that on here, but I have a funny feeling I might. Alright, just for ha-has, take a look at this lovely hose. I think I have to replace the whole thing. It's just totally crumbly. I thought maybe this would help push it off, but no. It's just making it like to go to pieces. It's better to know now than when I'm on a hot rod power tour, you know, 100 miles from anything and I suddenly lose the hose. Alright, so after pulling it off, feeling it, it feels like plastic. I mean, it's supposed to be rubber. And if you look at the end of it, it's, well, definitely seen better days. So this fuel line has to go. It's obviously 5/16, so we'll use some of the same stuff and just replace the whole thing. Why not? Oh, and apparently I was cheapo. It's a 650 double pumper, I remembered that, but it's got a manual choke, so there's that.
Believe it or not, those are actually one of the better cars than the Dodges, though.
They don't have the power of the old Chevys, though. The new Crown Vics, the old Chevy Impalas with that LT1 engine, they were pretty good.
I'm actually looking at Caprice with the LT1.
Yeah, those
I
are.
don't know where to keep it, like, if I ever bought it, like. That's the problem, like, uh-oh.
Yeah, so what I have to do to here is now just deal with that frame thing, but ultimately I want to make this engine run because it's been a while, and I know the distributor was bad, so I bought a new one, and I'm going to be putting in there. It's another HEI because they're just easier, and I'm a Chevy guy at heart. Well, not really, but as far as distributors go, I prefer HEI over the Ford solution with the DuraSpark. All of a sudden, the pump stopped making noise, and it is slowing down here, but I hope I'm not cooking the pump or something. But this stuff is still coming out, so I don't want to stop. Definitely almost out. I think what I'm going to do is I'm going to kill it here. That way I don't blow up the pump. And what's left, I'm hoping will mix with the fresh stuff, and bam, it should be good. So one of the things with this car is that the distributor was bad. I had bought a cheapy one on eBay. It was, you know, promised to be simple. There was a problem with the DuraSpark, and I had replaced the module, and I had replaced the, I forget what they call the thing on the distributor. I replaced that, and it still didn't work. So I'm like, I give up. Let me just try HEI. And then I bought a cheap one on eBay, and it did not work. So, you know, live and learn. You get what you pay for sometimes. But this one then has to come out. I got this Speedmaster version, which looks to be much nicer. Well, let's see here. I'm not really an unboxer guy. I guess I am today. There we go. So this thing looks really nice. And it's got a nice O-ring here. It's polished aluminum, and it looks fancy, you know. So hopefully this one works. So that's the whole thing. Now I'm not sure. I'm pretty sure when I put this thing in, I put it in clocked correctly. So what I should be able to do is really just pop the cap up and then look at the position of the rotor and yank it out and push the new one in, and that should be good. Unless I was a complete idiot and I didn't do that. I think I did. But again, it's been many, many years. I mean, try doing something then 16, 17 years later, come back and remember exactly what you did. I didn't even remember I added an electric fuel pump to this car. So there's that. But let's give this a shot. So now before I go any further, by further I mean I'm going to try pouring a little gas in the bowls of the carburetor and starting this thing up. But I got to get this distributor to pop all the way down, so I'm hoping when I just turn it over a little bit it's going to fall. It's got to line up with the oil pump. That didn't sound good. I wonder what that was. Ah, but this did fall. Okay, good. So now, hopefully, as long as I'm not like a tooth off or 180 degrees out or like I have no idea, we should be reasonably good to go for an initial test here. Just got to make sure I find the hole. There's the hole. And hopefully this newfangled thing will work with the original hold down for the distributor. I think it will. I hope it will. Yep, it will. Nice. Okay, and then I just so happen to have a 1/2-inch wrench from when I was doing the battery. Doing all this, and I might actually be pulling this whole engine out. So it all depends on whether I can get that frame, you know, get the welder in there, and it's not as bad as it doesn't seem to be that bad, but sometimes when you grind things down, you find more issues than you thought you had. All right, let's cut to where I'm actually having some fun here and trying to start this thing. Now, just for ha-has, let's make sure there's some oil in this thing. It's gotta be not good. Ugh, really? Come on, baby, there we go. Yeah, it's in, it's full, and it looks like it's dead clean, because again, I probably put it in. And never ran it, which is really kind of scary. But it is what it is. Let's see, can we get this back in here again? Yeah, there we go. Pull it out again. Not too much gas even. Just oil. So I could definitely start it with this. Not too worried. Alright, so I found an old bottle of gas. It's a little yellowish, but it still smells like fuel, so hopefully it'll work. I had a bottle of water from Gotham Dream Cars, so I figured it kind of fits. I'm going to just try to pour this in here. And that's really not doing very well at all. No, 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 no. But being a manual choke, we can always open it up. All right, let me try to be more precise here. I can use a sledgehammer to try to tap at a nail. That's doing better. All right, that should be enough between what I dumped in there, on there, all over the place. If it's gonna fire, it should fire, I think. So, let's give it a shot. Holy crap! The funny part is this. Apparently, something had a nest in the exhaust system. So, it's shooting it all out now. But holy crap, she runs. Not bad for timing by eye. Not bad at all. Do a quick check underneath, make sure stuff's not leaking. No leaks. I do hear a lot of, well, I hear a lot of clacking out of the top end here, which isn't great, but I feel like, you know, I will get in here, and I know they're, actually, I don't remember. These may be rollers, they may not be rollers, I'm honestly not sure. But with that, I'm going to at least pull off the valve covers and change the gaskets, because on these Fords, they always leak. And, well, I'm going to call this the end of part one. She runs, and I am ecstatic. I'm going to change the oil. Even though it was dead clean, it's been sitting in there for, I don't know, this was probably 16 years. So probably time to change the oil. And then I'm going to just go through the lines coming from the tank to the front to make sure that those aren't about to burst. And I think I, you know, just need a little bit more, you know, touch-ups here and there, or we'll be ready to be cruising on the power tour. All right?